Welcome everybody. My name is Brian McMillan. We're so glad that you joined us this evening. I just got off the set at KPTV Fox 12 doing the weather tonight, and now I get to be on kind of another news desk here at the Animal Aid's shelter headquarters in Southwest Portland. This is our Bid for Pets, Animal Aid's fall auction event here to raise funds for the companion animals that are in need throughout our community. I'm joined tonight here by Animal Aid's Operations Director. This is Paige Espana.
Hi, everyone.
My co-anchor tonight here, right? Yeah. Well, we want to start off by thanking you all for joining us this evening. Thank you so much for being here. We're all masked up and we're being safe. Folks that are around the building here are as well. It's been a weird year. We are hanging out with a bunch of cats, and a couple of them just jumped off the table. We were hoping to have them right up here so that we could show them. We'll get them a little bit later on here. We have Hans here, we have Franz, and all the other cats that are waiting for their forever homes. The animals have it pretty good here. They have this amazing cat tree behind me here. They have garden windows where they can watch the squirrels and the birds, and individual rooms here for cats with special diets or who like a little more time to themselves and the comforts of their home, awaiting home. As we all know, it's been an unusual and challenging year for everybody. Animal Aid had the intention of bringing back one of our signature events that I've been a part of in the past, the Bets for Pets. However, in light of the pandemic, had to change things up, and that's why we're doing this virtual night with you. I want to give a quick shout out to our sponsors who have made this virtual night transition possible. We have Salty's Pet Supply, Hart Road Animal Hospital, Chrislyn Jost, and Janet and Charles Black. Thank you all for remembering the animals, even and perhaps especially during times like this. Also want to let you know that we're actually on day 5 here of the Bid for Pets online auction. You hear the kitties off in the distance? Animal Aid has a variety of auction and raffle items that are currently available for you to bid on. You can do that right now at the link on your screen directly below this video. The auction will stay open until Sunday at 6 o'clock. So you got a couple of days here. If you haven't had to check it out yet, do it. But you have a little bit of time. I would just do it right now, right? Just go out, go check it out.
Check out what's there.
Yeah, in fact, we'll be highlighting a few of those auction items coming up here a little bit later on. So stay tuned for that. In addition to the online auction, we're looking to meet a $10,000 goal here tonight. And so far, this is fantastic. So far, we've hit $6,055 toward that goal. So we've got $4,000 left to go to reach that goal. You can help us make it the rest of the way there here tonight. So head to that same auction page, whose URL is located right here, directly below the video. You'll need to sign up as a bidder to donate through that page. You can also make a donation through the Animal Aid website. That will work as well. Best part? We have a few supporters here tonight who are going the extra mile for us here. They're going to collectively match the next $1,500 worth of donations. So let's say you donate $10, you'll actually donate $20, okay? So you'll be doubling the value of your donation tonight up to $1,500. Again, the website to give is directly below this video. Check it out, click on it right now. You can also go through the Animal Aid website at animalaidpdx.org. Of course, the pandemic has had broader impacts on Animal Aid than just making this event a virtual one. Paige, can you share a little bit about what this year has looked like for Animal Aid? It's been a little different.
Yeah, of course. We started out this year with a different vision for what things would look like. But, like so many others, we've been adapting our programming and our operations to fit the need and to also just think about community safety. So, starting back in March, we put our in-shelter volunteers on hold, had the staff kind of take care of the daily care needs of the animals here. But one aspect of our volunteering that did expand was our fosters. And that's been really great. That meant we could move some of our cats from here in the shelter into foster homes. And then also with our dog program to expand that as well, as more people were spending time at home and spending more time in their yards with gardening, taking walks around their neighborhood. So that's all been really great. And it's also been helpful because the county shelters had to place a pause on their adoptions for a little bit. And so they looked to their rescue partners a little bit more, and we were able to help them in that way.
I've seen the news about the increase in foster homes. And for a lot of people, it's been nice having pets at home during all this. But has it been tough for your volunteers to not be able to come here to the shelter.
Oh my gosh, totally. We miss them a ton. The cats definitely miss them so much. But thankfully, we've been able to keep in touch with them as well through some virtual events. We did a few catty hours around here at the shelter so they could meet all the new kitties they hadn't seen, kind of keep an open dialogue with our staff as well. And then on the public side of things, we've also just held some virtual yoga with cats, which is great. We did an online cooking class. And a great aspect has been, I don't know if you've experienced this a little bit, Brian, but getting to meet everyone's animals over Zoom.
It's great. Meetings are way better with animals, I feel like. And if we have to do the Zoom thing all the time, then we may as well bring our cats and dogs.
Right, they like to make an appearance.
Of course. I know the adoption process is still going on here now.
Yeah.
So what does that part look like?
Yeah, so that was a moment where we had to think about how do we keep having adoptions but do it in a safe way. And for us, that meant going to a contactless adoption process for our cats. And by that, we would do video calls with prospective adopters, let them see the cats through video, talk about their personalities, answer any questions they had. For our dogs, it was easier to keep doing that, outdoors, masked, all those safety measures, and doing them in person. But I really am thankful that our staff and our board really rose to the occasion, and we said, how do we keep our programs going, keep our adoptions going, but do it in a safe way?
And what's been the response from everybody that way of doing
Yeah,
this?
Overall, it's been really great. I think people are understanding. I think they're even appreciative of some of the extra measures. Of course, having people come here to the shelter, meet the kitties, that's the ideal scenario. That's a really heartwarming experience. But we just had that moment of realizing we have to be flexible, we have to be creative right now. How do we do it?
All right. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
It's great to get an update here. And Paige isn't the only one with us tonight here at the shelter. We've got cameras everywhere around here. This is great. In Animal Aid's conference room, which is actually downstairs, we're joined by Animal Aid's board president, this is Beth Ernst, who has more to share with us on the online auction, and a special furry guest joining us tonight.
Thanks, Brian and Paige. I gotta say, I'm a little jealous of all the kitty love that you guys are getting upstairs, but I have lots to love down here with all of my auction items, and I do also, of course, have my special furry guest showing up in a little bit. So I don't have enough time to go into detail on all of these amazing auction items that we have down here, but I am definitely going to talk a bit about some of them. But be sure to check them out on the link below. Check it out on the video to see all of these auction items that are currently available for bidding. Bidding is super simple. On the left side of the screen, there's a Learn to Bid button, and that goes through the 3 easy steps. When you first visit the auction page, you'll see the items and the descriptions and the values on the website. But if you want to get set up as a bidder, then you can see the bidding action that's going on there and participate. So we have 26 silent auction items. Before, a few minutes ago, I checked, we had started 7 of them. So you'll see some of our auction items I've already marked sold. We do still have time for you to not immediately jump up and get on. The auction is going to stay open through Sunday at 6 p.m. So you'll definitely still have time to get in and participate in all of this all of the auction. And the auction, just as a side, that is also where you can donate to be part of Animal Aid's $10,000 goal for tonight. It's right at the top of the auction items. So let me get into what we have down here. If you want to follow along, if you've looked at the auction items, I'm just going to kind of go down in alphabetical order so you can kind of see what we have going on here. So we have the Cozy Afternoon Basket, and that's really all you need to curl up on a cold winter's day that's coming up soon. We have 5 different animal-themed fiction and nonfiction books, including Timothy's book, Notes of an English County Tortoise. And while you're reading, you can cozy up with a cup of tea or coffee in your lovely new Oregon mug. So this is definitely a great place to get ready for winter and this cold weather that's coming. Our perfect pear picnic basket. I want to make sure you know that there's two key parts to this basket. To this basket, we have the Pear Bureau Northwest gave us this awesome package all about pears. We love our pears up here. There's all kinds of beautiful pears that grow in the Northwest. This basket has some jars for your smoothies that have pears. It has some pear slicing tools, I guess is the right word. And then of course we have some adorable paraphernalia, our little stuffed pears in their plastic pear protectors. It also has some great information about the pears that we have here in the Northwest and great things to pair the pears with. We get more fantastic. Wine is a great option to pair with your pears. So we've tossed into this basket bottles from Lang Estate. So we have two different kinds. We have their white Dundee Hills, and then we also have their Syrah. And not only do we just have these two bottles, there's 6 bottles total. So there's 3 of each of these bottles of wine to go with this pear-tastic package. Now we also have your at-home or on-the-go vegan package. Now this package has been pretty popular. Last I checked, it was still available for bidding, but it might not be for that much longer. This is from our friends over at Herbivore Clothing Company. We have a delightful assortment of vegan-friendly, vegan-themed items, including a cow hugger tote bag, this adorable sea otter fanny pack. They are not only are they holding hands, they have little hearts on their bellies. It's absolutely precious. In addition, we have the kind of on-the-go items. We have a utensil set. We have this lovely Be Kind mason jar. And if you're not sure what to eat on your little picnic, we have an Eat Like You Give a Damn cookbook from Herbivore Clothing with vegan recipes that you can try out. And if you need some ingredients for those vegan recipes, we also tossed in a Whole Foods gift certificate so you can go get whatever you need to make your awesome little picnic items. Then we also have the Be Well basket. So this basket, there's not a lot to it. It's largely gift cards, so it's not super presentation here on my table, but it includes an acupuncture session with Dr. Ellie Cole at Nourishing Medicine, an online integrated movement therapy session with Bonnie Chipman. And integrated movement therapy combines yoga practice with addressing challenges of being human, from depression and anxiety to degenerative conditions and illness. Each session is very customized to the person. We also get 2 passes to Animal A's Yoga with Cats, so you can kind of center yourself with your furry friend. And those can be used either now when we're doing online sessions or in the future when we're having sessions back here at the shelter. And you also get this lovely little vanilla body butter, so you can just relax at home, and some Doughy Laugh skincare essentials, some Morning Illumine face oil, and this like really fragrant peppermint lip balm. So then we have over here, if you've not heard of Roosevelt's Terrarium here in Portland, you're in for a treat with this Build Your Own Terrarium kit. This is a gift card. It's intended for up to 4 people to enjoy the online terrarium building class. And not only will this gift certificate get you the online class and starter kits for like 4 people, it gives you a ton of room to upgrade and specialize your terrariums. So terrariums can be made in all kinds of vessels, all shapes, all sizes. Roosevelt Terrariums has a ton of options. I did one a few years ago, and I have this giant mason jar looking thing that I'd never quite seen before. And I got it here, and I built my terrarium in it. And now 2-3 years later, still going strong. So this is tons of variety. You can choose, expanding the different kinds of tropical plants you get, the live mosses, and they teach you how to do everything. So it's a great way to build something beautiful and unique for your home. And also you have the space to do it with some friends. So you could also maybe even pull some friends together to bid on this one today. And I just saw they did just start doing some in-person classes. They're very small, very limited, but in-person is now an option again with Roosevelt Terrariums. Definitely check that one out. Also over here, we have a custom watercolor and ink pet portrait. So if you've been to the shelter in the past year or so, you will see there's shelter is full of new pet portraits. Some are animals who've been adopted from Animal Aid, and others are done after the animals who a room has been named after during our remodel process. Huck is our example here today, this lovely big goofy boy here. Now Nathan Ernst is who donated the artwork that we have in the shelter, is donating another custom pet portrait for you here tonight. You will get, just like at the shelter, framed. You can choose black, white, wood, and you also get a digital copy of the picture if you want to print it on a t-shirt or something fun like that. So with everybody spending a lot more time at home this year, family game night is a great way to add some more board and card games to your repertoire. This package has six different card and board games, including Okie Dokie and Rhino Hero. These were all new to me, but there's a whole variety of card games. There's some strategy games. There's some stacking games. It's all kinds of things, really, for all age levels. It got some really young start ones to some more challenging games as well. So it's really something for the whole family. And it also comes with a gift certificate to Senate Game Bar. So really, you need to leave the kids with the babysitter and go out for the evening, have a drink, play a board game. And we are also tossing in gift certificates to Bullwinkle's Family Fun Center for once they open again, after all the restrictions are lifted, you can go and spend some time as a family at the Family Fun Center. All right, Fido's Bon Appetit package. So this package comes with a wealth of dog essentials. It has two parts. The first part is from meat for cats and dogs. It has all kinds of essentials. It has treats, it has toys, it has a meat tote bag, it has flea spray, it has these donuts are an essential in my house. My dog absolutely adores these. I think we're on our third one. So definitely something to check out there. It's also paired with the Bark Box, the Barkies themed box. So this box is themed for, the Oscars, the Golden Globes, really whatever award show fits your fancy. And there's treats and toys and all kinds of largely gold and festive items in there for your furry puppy dog. Let's see. So next we have our Handmade with Love. So our friends over at Color Be Mine donated a gift certificate towards your next visit to their pottery painting studio out in Hillsboro. So you can totally make something unique and beautiful for yourself. But they also made this unique and beautiful dog bowl for us here tonight. It says Woof. It has lots of lovely flowers on it. And it's also customized for our event here tonight, Bid for Pets 2020. So one-of-a-kind piece again. Color Me Mine, definitely a fun activity. I know, I've done it before. I absolutely love it. I have a mug on my kitchen counter. It's one of my favorites. All right, now Love is in the Hair is a huge selection of products from our friends over at Rudy's Salon. So now Rudy's has some locations around Portland, not just one location to choose from. And this has your basics. It has, like shampoo and conditioner, but it also has some different kind of things. It has an invisible cream. It has a clay spray. Now I have absolutely no idea what to do with these things, but it also includes a haircut at Rudy's. So you can win this package, go get your haircut, and ask your stylist, what in the world do I do with all of these awesome products that I now have? Now, sneaking back behind me is this lovely Matt and Nat vegan leather bag. We had some discussion about what color this exactly is. I think I call it cranberry. Somebody else might call it magenta. It's beautiful either way. But not only is it a lovely bag, it is very functional. It's nice and sturdy, but it's also made out of sustainable materials. And the inside is made out of 100% recycled plastic bottles. So not only is it beautiful and functional, it's intentionally made. So Matt and Nat stands for materials and nature. So that's kind of part of their ethos. So, and I haven't seen this in cranberry a lot around. So this might be, a really great opportunity to get this bag in an unusual color. Now, a lot of us have been stuck home for a while, and maybe you're really wanting to get away. So we have our Getaway in Depot Bay package. And this package is 3 nights at this lovely, pet-friendly oceanfront home. It has 3 bedrooms, 2.5 baths. It sleeps up to 8 people, plus your animal companions. It's the perfect place to take a break, get some fresh air, maybe see some whales. You probably can't see the pictures from there. It's simply stunning. It's a great one that say, it's up to 8 people. You could always chip in with a couple of friends or family members and take advantage of that one. I know there was definitely some movement on that one earlier today, so check it out. All right, so we have our pup paired bags down here. So you'll see I have 2 from Pet Wants. One, it has a lovely sold sign on it because it was already picked up in our silent auction. But we still have our pup paired dog themed baskets. So our friends over at Pet Wants want to make sure everyone has prepared for emergencies for their animals and not just for ourselves. So especially this year with the wildfires, everyone's, emergency preparedness is on our minds here in the Oregon area. So these bags, not only are they great, just burlap bags with the zip top, nice and sturdy, but they have some treats in them. They have a couple of silicone food bowls for your food and water. It has some 3 liters of water already in there, ready to go, as well as a gift certificate to the Pet Wants in the Pearl District to pick up some dog food. So nice and practical, but super functional. And these bags, they're awesome just on their own as a super great sturdy bag with an awesome logo on it. So you have that too. All right, Something's Brewing is behind me from our friends over at Rogue Brewery. So this has a couple of different elements to it. We have our Dead Guy Ale hoodie, so you can just cozy up as these days get cooler and protect your head with your Rogue hat as the rain starts coming down. But you can also, drink your fill of your beer in your Dead Guy pint glasses. We also have some Bat Squatch beer and some Dead Guy Ale for you to enjoy in those glasses. And the Dead Guy Ale, they are doing a paint your can contest right now through the end of October. So not only do you get to drink the beer, there are ways that you can color your can. So how often do you get to design your own beer can? So that's pretty cool. And it also comes with this epic skateboard. Rogue Dreamland is one of their beers out right now, and it has this just pretty amazing display of skateboardness. I'm not a skater, but I think it would look pretty good on a wall. So even if you're not going to skate on it. All right, now the Tea and Gardens basket. This one's been really popular. I think this one's also going to go pretty soon. I know I was eyeballing it myself. But this is from Brew Doctor, the tea company. There are 7 bags of tea that you can see right here. All kinds of flavors, and rose peony, Mount Hood vanilla, big sky blend, and this lovely little gold box underneath it has 3 different types of chai in it, which if you were here and you could smell the chai that's in that box, I think they sprinkled some chai in the box before they closed it so you could smell it. Smells amazing. And as this is all loose leaf tea, you also get this lovely little mug with a tea strainer so you can enjoy your tea right away. And if you're, want something to do before you sit down and cozy up with a nice warm cup of tea, we have tickets to the Portland Japanese Garden and the Lansu Chinese Garden. So you can go take a walk in our lovely city and then come home and enjoy some tea. And then we also have the Ultimate Photo Session. So this is with Kim Hoschel Photography. And this is the Urban Adventure Outdoor Photo Shoot. And so she takes simply stunning photos. Definitely check out her website. You can see her, I think that's her corgi. There's tons of pictures of him. He's adorable. But this photo shoot also includes a 11 by 14 canvas print of one of your photos. So not only do you just get the photo session, but you get a lovely print to take away with it. And then we also have our Unique as Nature basket from our friends over at River Newt. So this basket has a couple different elements. We have 2 sets of earrings and 2 charms that are kind of each themed together But one of the things that Riverview does is puts a bit of Oregon in all of the jewelry. There's little pieces of plant matter in each of them. I think this one's like a little type of delicate moss. I think that's what that is. It's lovely. So they're all utterly unique because each one's a little bit different depending on how the plants lay. So we have 2 sets of earrings and 2 sets of pendants. And then they also have these infinity scarves. They're super cozy. Definitely check out the patterns on the website. Kind of this tan and peachish color. And then we also have a purple one with llamas on it. So simply very cute. And then also what Riverview puts into each of these is a little zipper pocket. So you can, to unzip it, put it in your phone or your keys or whatever you want to keep nice and close to you in your scarves, even if you don't have pockets or if you just don't want the bulk of a pocket. So great way to kind of sneak your essentials away with you. And we also have the We're Not Kidding Around package. So this one is our other kitty themed package. It comes with this adorable little corner bed that I don't know if you can see it. I think it's a little low on your screen, but it's a perfect spot for, that little corner where you put a bed that keeps squirming around. This one fits perfectly into a corner. And then it has some kitty treats or toys, catnip things that are, every cat loves. And of course, our something for the person in your life, hashtag catbutt, an off-color adult coloring book for cat lovers. You never know when you're going to need that. And for many of us who have cats, sorry, I'm late. My cat was sitting on my mug. We've all experienced this if we have cats at home. So an essential part to any cat lover's mug collection. And it also has this large scratching board from Roar, where it's a scratching board, but it's also a bed. My cats love to scratch with them, sleep with them, really whatever they can do to be near those boards. They simply adore them. So then the other thing that I have to highlight tonight is not an auction item, it's our raffle basket. So if at the bottom of the list, you get through all of our awesome auction items, you will see the Pdx Sampler Package. So that over here, so there's 2 parts. So we have kind of the basket with some in-person items, and then all of these lovely gift certificates. So I'm just kind of gonna go through that for you now. To start off, you get some Animal Aid swag. So this tote bag, brand new for this event. So this has not been seen or distributed before this week. So it's just a great little tote bag. It says Animal Aid on it and our logo. You also get an Animal Aid coloring book, and this coloring book is full of images from the pictures that are on the shelter, as you see Huck to my right. Coloring book, and then you get a couple Animal Aid pint glasses, which are super practical. Use them every day. We also have some of our stuff from our friends over at Rudy. We also, your essentials, shampoo, conditioner, body wash, and also another haircut over at Rudy. So you'll be looking excellent. We have a couple of little treats from for you. It's an outdoor zip pouch and a little cozy sweater weather dachshund pet bed. And then from our friends at Little Beirut, we have a Namaste Here Oregon t-shirt, and one of my favorites, their Meowt Hood t-shirt. And we have these in a whole variety of sizes. So the winner can pick small to extra large in the Namaste, or medium to extra large in the Meowt Hood. So definitely got some options there. The other thing that I want to highlight is all of these gift certificates that are part of the raffle basket. So as I mentioned, you had the Rudy gift certificate for a haircut, and then you get a gift certificate to Tierra del Sol. It's a food cart here in Portland. Then you also have a gift certificate for a custom pet ornament. So if you've been to Animal Aid events in the past, year or so, these have gotten very popular with some of our volunteers and supporters. Tina will create a custom pet ornament from a picture of your cat or dog. And she is really good at capturing all of the essence of the animal in her, ornaments that are the size of the palm of your hand. We also have a Double Mountain Brewery gift card. And then we have a photo session from Kelly Carmody. Kelly, for those of you who saw our front door porch photos that came out this spring, Kelly was the photographer who donated those photos of our foster dogs and some of our recently adopted Animal Aid dogs. Then we also have a gift card to Hail Snail. I hear their cinnamon rolls are amazing. And then the other like cream of the cherry on the top of this Pdx Sampler is a night stay at the Nines Hotel. So this hotel, the Nines, is in downtown Portland. It's in the old Meyer and Frank building. It is a luxury hotel. Not a lot of rooms, but they really put a lot of effort into each of them. So they're just beautiful. And you're right close downtown. You're close to all kinds of the amenities of downtown, as well as they threw in valet parking. So you really don't have to worry about that annoyance of parking in downtown Portland. So tickets for this one are limited. We have 50 tickets for the Raffle Basket. We've already sold about half of them, so that's something you definitely don't want to delay getting in. The cost is $50, but this package is worth about $1,000. So you got pretty good odds on winning a pretty fantastic basket of prizes. We'll draw the winner on Monday, and they'll get notified by phone or email. There may even be a Facebook Live event, so stay tuned. Watch our social media for that. So again, you can check out more details, and you can see better up-close photos of these auction items on our website at the link below the video tonight. And the descriptions also contain links to the artists and the businesses who are represented here. So if you're curious about one of our photographers, you can see a bit more of their work on their websites. And the auction again is open until Sunday, October 11th at 6 p.m. And all of the proceeds are going to the animals. And speaking of animals, I have the joy to introduce you to my new best friend, Nash. He's joining us here tonight alongside his foster parent, Cammie. Come on, Nash. Hey, buddy. Welcome. Thanks for joining us, Cammie and Nash.
Yeah.
How you doing, buddy?
Let's see. Can you sit?
Yes. There you go. That's perfect, buddy. Oh, yeah. Sorry, I don't have any treats for you. Thank you for joining us this evening.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Absolutely. Well, Cammie, can you start with telling us a bit about Nash?
Yes, so this is Nash. He is an almost 2-year-old Black Lab mix. Our money is on him being a Great Dane mix, but the jury's still out, so we're not sure. As you can see, he's pretty large, and so he weighs in at about 100 pounds.
Oh, yeah, you're a big boy. Oh, good. You're a sweet boy, too, though. Oh, my goodness.
Sweet.
Awesome. Well, can you tell us about how he came to Animade?
Yeah.
You don't want to get kitty treats, buddy. That's for Kitty. That's for Kitty.
Let's see. Can we entice you with a treat?
There you go.
You sit?
There we go.
There. Good boy.
Okay.
Okay. So my partner and I started fostering Nash back in late April. He came to us through Animal Aid. He had a knee injury, basically like a doggy ACL tear. And so he needed major surgery. He was surrendered by his previous owner. He's a little rambunctious. He's a goofball. He was surrendered by his previous owner, who could no longer keep him. And so his best chance was to come to Animal Aid, where he could get the medical treatment that he needed.
Mm-hmm. Great. So since April. So can you tell us a bit about his surgery? How did that go?
Yeah, so he was scheduled to have his surgery in early May, and that had to be postponed.
He's going off camera, folks.
I'll give you a treat. There we go. So it had to be postponed because when they started to shave him, he actually had a rash on his stomach, and so we needed to treat that infection. So he ended up getting his surgery in mid-May. And there we go. He likes to pull me around. And so it was pretty major knee surgery. He needed to basically only walk if he needed to go to the bathroom for about 8 weeks. And so what we ended up doing was confining him to our living room, which is carpeted, and he was primarily just put in a toddler playpen, which he, even though he's so large, he was very gracious about it. He did need to be on sedatives for that time period, as well as pain medication. Come here, Nash. There. As well as pain medication.
There we go.
And so it was really sad at first to see him just not like himself, because when we first brought him home, he was unable to get out of the car, so we had to pick him up and carry him in. But little by little throughout his recovery process, what was really cool was we started to see, as he gained more mobility and he was less in pain and he just became more comfortable with us, we were able to see his personality kind of grow. So it was really awesome to see him just start bearing weight and being able to walk more like a normal dog. And so I think in total, it took him about 15 weeks to fully recover, to be able to go on walks, to run around and kind of just play fetch and just kind of do normal dog things.
That's great. And his skin allergies, you got that sorted out too?
Yeah, so he's on top of the poor guy's knee, which is now fully healed, which is awesome. We've also been trying to figure out some of his skin allergies. He often gets rashes on his stomach. They initially thought it was a food allergy, so we did a food allergy diet, but come to find out it is an environmental allergy, so now he's on immunotherapy spray, and it seems to be working. So far, so good. Fingers crossed.
That's great. Fine. Nash moved me up further down my list. That tail. Well, does he have any special quirks or anything that you've discovered as you settled into your home?
Yeah, so Nash likes to help us cook in the kitchen. He is at the most perfect height to press our oven buttons, and so he likes to turn it to broil or turn our oven off or adjust the temperature. So we kind of have to be careful about that. I think he thinks it's really funny. Yeah. We react. So we just feel like he's adding to our meals at times. He also sleeps on 2 beds put together since he's super long and he likes to stretch out. He snores pretty loudly sometimes, and so he wakes us up in the middle of the night. Come here, Nashi. And he knows the word bedtime. So when it's time to go to bed, we'll tell him bedtime, and he'll immediately run to the back door, go potty, and we'll let him back in, and he'll rush to his bed and then fall asleep.
Yeah, that's great. There you go. Good job, buddy. Let's see. So I hear one of his favorite things is peanut butter.
Yeah. So Nash is a bit of a peanut butter aficionado. I think it's like one of his favorite treats in the world. So during his treatment process, he needed to take so much medication, so we would hide it into peanut butter. There you go. This might be his new favorite treat. Oh, Nash,
keep going. live, folks. You never know what's gonna happen.
Unfortunately, when we were testing for the food allergy, for about 6 weeks, he had to go without peanut butter, which was very sad. But we ended up making him chickpea butter, which is not that great because it's just ground up chickpeas. But now that we know it's an environmental allergy, he's back to the peanut butter life. So he's happy.
That's wonderful. It's good to have those things that bring such joy to their lives. Now, Nash isn't your first foster dog with Handmade, and you began fostering during the quarantine. Can you tell us kind of how that started?
Yeah. So my partner and I love dogs, and we've always had them growing up, and we've always wanted to foster, but we were never able to do that working full time and out of the home. So once we started working from home, pretty much indefinitely at this point, we decided it'd be a perfect time to start fostering. And we live right up the street from Animal Aid, so it's great. So we put our application in, and we have now fostered 2 dogs. And it's just been really rewarding to meet the dogs and see it and kind of help them out and give them a soft place to land before they find their forever homes.
That's wonderful. Thank you so much for being a foster. Our fosters make all the difference. They make our dog program able to exist.
Yeah,
so thank you for doing that.
He's definitely therapeutic during these very tumultuous times. So we definitely benefit from him too.
That's wonderful. And what has it been like to be a foster?
Yeah, so fostering through Animal Aid has been awesome. We get nothing but so much support. They provide us with all the supplies that we need and then some. I really love how communicative everyone is. The staff and all the volunteers, it's very clear how deeply they care about animals, and so it feels good to be a part of an organization like that. I think the best thing was our last foster dog, when he got put up for adoption, it was really hard to say goodbye to him. But the best thing was seeing Animal Aid's very meticulous bedding process to find a forever home, and that made us feel so much better that the foster dog was going to a really wonderful family. So that kind of gave us a peace of mind and encouraged us to want to keep on fostering through Animal Aid. Yeah.
That's fantastic. So now that Nash has, he's healed from his surgery, you've kind of figured out what is going on with his skin issues. When are we going to see him up for adoption?
So we've been with Nash for 6 months now, and we've just grown to love him so much and see him as a part of our family. So my partner Charlie and I have actually decided to adopt Nash. So we're really excited about that, to make it official that he's an addition to our family.
That's wonderful. So he's not even going to make it to the website.
Yeah, it was a foster fail.
Those are the best kind of failures, though. Awesome. Well, that's just, I think that's the perfect note to end on. Yeah. Thank you so much for coming tonight, Nash.
Definitely.
And being on part of our live stream tonight.
Yeah.
And everyone, you've heard it here first. Nash is not going anywhere. He is home. He is right exactly where he is meant to be. Thank you again so much for stopping by. And I'm going to send it right back up to you, Brian and Paige, to keep us going for the evening.
Thank you so much, Beth. Nash seems like such an awesome dog. You've gotten to meet Nash, I'm sure.
Yes, he's a wonderful dog.
Because of all your donations, he was able to get the medical care that he needed. And you can help make a difference for more animals here at the shelter, the dogs, the cats. We're working our way towards that $10,000 fundraising goal. And we're trying to hit that here tonight. So here's how you help. Just go to the online auction link right below this video here. And you can sign up as a bidder and make a donation. There's also the opportunity to check out all the auction items that Beth shared with us. You can place your bid on that. Alternately, you can go to Animal Aid's website. That's at animalaidpdx.org. You can make your donation there. All right. You've heard Nash's story. Great story. Now it's time for a very special kitty's journey from being lost on the streets of LA to being spoiled at a loving home back here in Portland. Let's take a look.
Hi everyone.
Hello.
I'm Rachel.
And I'm Jana.
And we are Animal Aid volunteers.
Thanks so much for joining us tonight for Animal Aid's virtual fundraiser, Bid for Pets.
We've been volunteering for Animal Aid for 6 years, and last year we adopted an Animal Aid kitty named Olive. Tonight we're going to tell you a little bit about Animal Aid and about Olive's story, where she came from, and her experience of coming home with us.
And then at the end we have a little video compilation of Olive's first 10 months home with us. It's a little assortment of her greatest hits and all of her best moves. So thanks for joining us tonight, and stay tuned. Olive would like to take a moment to thank everyone who cared for her in the 2 years she spent at the shelter. When Animal Aid was Olive's home base, she was part of the Heartstrings program. Heartstrings is dedicated to caring for animals that are harder to place into forever homes for a variety of reasons. This includes cats and dogs with special needs that may be medical or behavioral, seniors who are often passed over for their younger peers, or animals who have suffered abuse and neglect that requires a human who can apply the patience and understanding as they heal from their past. Olive was very shy, and it took 2 years for her adoption, but she is living the good life now. And she'd like to recommend sponsoring a Heartstrings animal through Animal Aid. The time and care for these long-term residents can be expensive for a nonprofit, but the rewards are invaluable. Just look at this happy kitty for proof. Before she came to be a lucky Heartstrings cat under the kind-hearted care of Animal Aid, Olive was almost 1,000 miles away, living in a cat colony of 9 in Los Angeles. The kitties had taken shelter outside an apartment building, and a benevolent tenant was feeding and caring for them. When the landlord threatened to poison the cats, this tenant worked quickly to relocate all 9 cats, with Olive and Dot traveling all the way to Animal Aid. The danger of euthanasia was higher in California, so the long journey to Oregon was necessary, especially as both Olive and Dot were very slow to find trust in their new surroundings. I like to tell the new arrivals at Animal Aid that they are safe, they are loved, and they are so lucky to have found their way to this special shelter. But even with all the care and thought put into making the animals feel safe and comfortable, sometimes there's just no telling how long it might take the residents to find their forever home. In Olive's case, it was 2 years. I cannot express my gratitude to everyone who played a part in bringing Olive into our lives. She grew so much during her time spent at Animal Aid, and her love and trust is growing exponentially since coming into our home. Animal Aid embodies the compassion I wish to see in the world. The Heartstrings program is really a statement to their dedication. Rescue animals teach us so much about resilience, forgiveness, and unconditional love. They deserve to be met with patience and kindness and the same unconditional love. That's what Animal Aid does, and so much more. Just ask Olive.
Olive has grown so much since she came to live with us. If you knew her back when she was at Animal Aid, you might even be surprised to see how brave, feisty, and snuggly this kitty has become. Sometimes I'm still surprised myself. My first memories of Olive are of her hiding in the main room. She always seemed very scared and shy, and when she moved to Joe's office a year and a half later, not much had changed. But in that office, she had found a safe space, and with the help of her friend Joe, Olive began to open up. I'll never forget the day that I showed up for my volunteer shift, and Olive was sitting out in the open in Joe's office, and she was looking at me through the gate at the office door and making eye contact with me. She wasn't hiding in a cubby, and I'd never seen her do that before. She had also learned how to receive pets in a way that made her feel safe. She had designated one level of her cat tree as her petting spot. Her rules were simple and clear. If she was in that spot, pets were okay. If she ran to that spot, it meant, "Pet me now, please." If she went anywhere else in the room, that meant, "I need space." She was learning to trust people and to communicate her comfort level. Is that some emotional intelligence or what? A short time after that, she began letting us pet her out in the open, in the middle of our bedroom floor, always in the same general area. Eventually, maybe a couple months after that, she began letting us pet her on our bed. You can actually see in our video the very first time that it happened. We were so happy to see Olive's personality begin to peek out. She began to meow at us. It sounds strange, but she'd been very quiet up until then and almost never talked. It felt like she was literally finding her voice and learning how to communicate with us. And even more exciting, we discovered that Olive loves to play. Not only that, she had some killer moves, or as we call them, mews, to show us. The triple axel, that's her spin move. The scoop, that's the one where she tosses a toy to herself in the air. The pounce, her zoomies, just to name a few. So keep an eye out for all of these moves and more as we present to you Olive's debut cinematic performance. Take it away, Olive.
Well, it doesn't get much sweeter than Olive's journey. That's good stuff right there. And you've met Nash now. You've met Olive. You've met some of the wonderful other adoptables that are here. This is Hans, by the way, right? And Hans has a brother named Franz, who's also running around here somewhere. These stories are just some of the many reasons that we're here tonight. It's your support that makes these happy tales possible here. And as you've already heard discussed tonight, this year has been a challenging one for us all. Your support allows Animal Aid to face those challenges with resilience, to come out of this year even stronger and help out these animals. He's really performing for us now. I like that. All right. Our goal tonight is to raise $10,000 here in donations. Currently, for those of you who have given tonight, thank you so much. If you haven't given tonight, we'll take a look. Here's how you do it. Go to the link right below this video. You sign up as a bidder. Click the donate button located above the auction items, and you'll see various suggested donation levels, or you can just write in whatever amount you want to give. Whatever you can give, know that you've helped this organization. You've helped these animals to thrive. You've helped pay for their health care and their food, all of this great stuff. Whatever you can give, we thank you for that. Paige, why don't you tell us a little bit more about how these different giving levels impact the animals?
Absolutely. We've built some suggested giving levels. At the $1,000 level, we've chosen Nash as our spokes dog and representation of those animals who have higher medical needs when they come to us. So giving $1,000, that makes a huge difference towards a surgery like Nash's. And it's really what allows us to say yes to those animals who have those needs. At the $500 level, we have Olive. As you guys all know from just watching the video, Olive was one of our heartstrings kitties while she was here at the shelter. And she was very shy. She needed more socialization. So we knew that meant she was going to be with us longer. And for that reason, a $500 donation, it really just helps us to continue that care for our cats and dogs as long as they need us and as long as they need to stay with us. At the $250 level, we want to highlight our foster dog, Piv. That level of giving is really representative of assisting dogs and cats who have more behavioral needs and need more support in that area. So Pip's background is a little bit unknown, but he clearly comes from something traumatic. So putting funds towards helping him to manage his behaviors and helping his fosters and future adopters to manage those behaviors has made a world of difference for him. At the $100 level, we have Hank. Hank is super playful, so you wouldn't really know he's a 14-year-old cat. Overall, he's really healthy, but he does have hyperthyroidism and the need for more frequent wellness checkups. So a gift at the $100 level, that means we can help cats like Hank to keep going with their medication and other long-term supplemental care they might need. At the $50 level, we have foster dog Betty. Betty came to us as a stray from one of the local county shelters. At 3 years old, she hadn't been spayed yet and probably lacked other medical care. But despite her history, Betty is nothing but a sweetheart. She truly believes she's a 50-pound lap dog. And your gift at that of $50 really helps us to be able to spay or neuter animals like Betty or give them other routine care they may not have received before. And then finally, at the $25 level, we have Sandy as our representative adoptable. Sandy is another one of our senior cats, and sadly, due to no fault of her own, she's been returned to our shelter twice over the course of her life. But other than needing prescription food, she's a super easygoing cat and an absolute sweetheart. So a gift at the $25 level helps us to cover those costs for new adoptables who come to us or familiar faces that come back to us. And I also just wanted to note that Sandy is adoption pending as of now, so she's going to go home.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, it's wonderful.
That's awesome. And you can see that your donations, no matter the amount here, they make a big impact on the animals here and just on everything that you guys do. So thank you for those who have given. Did you want to read the list of some of the names of people who have given here tonight? We're trying to reach that $10,000 goal here this evening. Again, there's still time to donate. Why don't you read off some of the people? Give a shout out here to some of the people.
Yeah, definitely. So Amanda Walters, thank you so much, Amanda, for donating. She's one of our cat caregivers and an adopter as well. Lynn Palumbo, she's one of our adoption counselors here. Thank you, Lynn, for your gift. Denise Hampton. Denise is a past board member and a continued supporter of us. Thank you, Denise. Susan Woods, Jan Douglas, thank you both for those donations. Sally and Paul Needham, they're longtime supporters of ours as well and past adopters too. Marsha Petty and Walt Gorman, longtime supporters too. They always come through for us. Thank you so much, Marsha and Walt. Lynn and Ed Ferguson. Lynn is one of our socializers with her daughter Stacy. So in normal times they come in to play with the cats every week. Tony Espana, my mother-in-law. Thank you, Tony. Jana Cushman and Rachel Ellis, All's parents. They gave a donation as well. And then some other names that have come in during this live stream. Ann Peterson Meyer. Thank you, Ann. She's also the one who donated to the beach house that's in the auction tonight.
That's awesome.
That's
Great.
amazing. Nate Ernst, Beth's husband. Thank you, Nate. He's also donated an auction item of a wonderful watercolor portrait. Jeanette Hopkins, Gary Eldridge, Leanne Wells, Leslie Kelly, Elise McClure, Susan Philbeck, Aeneid Rivera. So those are just some of the names that we have. Thank you guys so much for donating. We really, really appreciate it.
And all those are helping us get to our $10,000 goal tonight. There's, again, the option to give it for at any range that is right for you. All contributions are greatly appreciated to getting towards that goal here tonight. If you've already donated, you can text a friend or a family member, and you can share this link to this event, to this live stream here. And it's being recorded, and the link will work if you send it to a friend so they can watch this too. They'll be able to watch it even after we're done here tonight. So while we give everybody some more time to complete the donation process, I want to spend a few minutes thanking everybody who made this night possible. First, we'll loop back to our event sponsors for tonight. Sally's Pet Supply and Sister Stores, Fang Pet and Garden Supply, and Three Paws Pet Supply. Hart Road Animal Hospital, Chrislyn Jost, and Janet and Charles Black. Thank you for supporting Animal Aid and contributing towards tonight's event expenses, which ultimately allows for more funding to go directly toward the animals, the programs, the operations, all of that. We also want to thank the individuals and businesses who gave items or services towards the online auction. Those awesome packages, again, are up for bid right now and include items from Tina Arth, Aviation Gin, Backstory Books and Yarn, Bark Box, Bees and Beans, Janet and Charles Black, Brew Dr. T, Bullwinkle Family Fun Center, Kelly Carmody Photography, Bonnie Chipman, Dr. Ellie Cole, Color Me Mine, Crazy for Cats, Dowie Laugh, Beth and Nate Ernst, Going Gaming, Guardian Games, Deb Hamada, Herbivore Clothing Company, Jack and Kathy Holmes, Kim Hoschel Photography, Chrislyn Jost, Lang Estate Winery, Lansu Chinese Garden, Little Bay Root, Meat for Cats and Dogs, Mud Bay, The Nines Hotel, Oregonic Tonic, Pear Bureau Northwest, Pet Wants, Ann Peterson Meyer, Portland Japanese Garden, River Nude Handcrafted, Roar Cat Boutique, Rogue Ales and Spirits, Rudy's Barbershop, Sinette Game Bar, The Filling Station, and Allison Thompson.
Thank you.
Finally, thank you. Yes, thank you. And finally, we want to give our thanks to all of you for tuning in tonight. We know there's a lot going on in the world. We appreciate you spending your night with us and the animals. And final reminder that the auction will be open here until Sunday at 6:00 p.m. So we got 2 days, 48 hours here to get that going. Let's find out how do we do here tonight.
Yeah.
I know you've been frantically doing math here this evening.
Yes.
To see where we're at here with our giving goal.
Yeah, so you guys helped us to reach our $10,000 goal with that match included. So thank you so much.
So great. Yes. Awesome.
Yeah, that's
awesome
really
news.
great.
We reached our $10,000 goal for tonight, but it's always nice to donate on top of that, and they can always use it, right? We can always use that extra money to help out these animals here. That's it for tonight. Thank you so much, everybody.
Thank you, guys.
Stay safe, stay healthy, give your pets at home some extra love. I know they're loving having everybody home right now. All right, take care, everybody.